Hey it's Adam, welcome to my training blog. So it's gonna be very simple. It's gonna be a lot about the content, not so much about what's around it. So no crazy video or anything. So it's gonna be very simple. Like I said, it's gonna be divided in 4 parts. So the first part, we're gonna go in depth in my training peak to see how I trained this week. I'm gonna give you some detail that maybe can help you in what I learned from my training this week. After that, we're gonna look at one concept of sports psychology that really helped me during the week. I'm gonna explain you how it served me personally, and how it can serve you also. After that, I'm gonna share my highlight of the week. So what I love the most this week. And finally, I'm just gonna share with you the book I love the most this week, and also the album I listened to the most when I was training. So let's go. So yeah, the first part is the physical training. So today it was actually my first week back from for real training from my broken collarbone. So I've been doing some hike and some walking during the prior week, but like I said, this week was the first real week of training. So I started the week just with just a small hike, just to be sure to get the sensation back and not kill myself the first day. After that, I was feeling great, so I went for like a long run, so about a little less than 2 hours and a half, just a little less than 20k. It was in the trail close to my house. On Wednesday, I got my plaster removed, so I was actually able to do some sport that involves sweating. So the first thing I thought was hop back on the bike. So that's what I did, and I was feeling just so happy to get the sensation back. I did the same on Thursday, sorry. And after that, I went camping with my friend. They did the enduro all week, and I did trail running because I cannot ride with them, unfortunately. So yeah, in total it was like 13-hour week, nothing too crazy. It's written 1200 TSS, but it's wrong because it's telling me I have 800 TSS in just one running session, and I'm telling you it really wasn't that hard. Concerning the core, I did 2 sessions just to make sure I not lose all my stability. With the broken collarbone, it can be very easy to be destabilized because you're always holding yourself in a weird position. So I just make sure to do the exercise I can do right now. It's mostly focused on the lower body because I'm very limited on the movement I can do on the upper body side of it. Yeah, and also, so you might wonder what are those. This means lower body massage, so it's a foam roller session for my lower body. That's lower body stretch, so it's a lot of stretch for my lower body, and the HB it's upper body. So the same thing, massage or stress, but for my upper body. Here it's written in French, night camping. So I just want to make sure that my coach know that I'm gonna sleep maybe a little bit less, so he knows I might be a little bit more tired in the beginning of next week. So yeah, that's about it for my training. So let's switch to the mental training. So during the last week, especially during the last month with the broken collarbone, one of the concepts that helped me the most was motivation. So I'm going to read it with you and you can just follow along. Motivation. Your vision of the future needs to be strong enough to help you push through hard moments, using your objective as a driver that improves your work ethic. Furthermore, you absolutely need a plan that can concretely translate your vision into the present moment. For this purpose, make sure that all the micro steps towards your goal are rewarded in the immediate. Appreciate the fact that a precise and meaningful vision can help you reduce the impact of impulsivity on the choice you make. Moreover, your ability to delay gratification will improve if you make sure that you cultivate a strong communication with your future self. In other words, your vision needs to pull you towards personal excellence in every single moment. To flourish on the path towards attainment must be your primary drive. Why, you might say? Because intrinsic motivation proved to be more sustainable and stable than extrinsic motivation. The latter form can surely bring you great power short term, but it will eventually fail to be as effective in the long run. So what's the motivation equation? The motivation equation is motivation equals value times expectancy divided by impulsiveness times delay. So value is how much you desire something, expectancy is how confidence in your ability to get what you are working for, impulsiveness is your capability to delay gratification, and delay is how far you are from your goal. So our objective to increase motivation is make sure that the upper number are very high and the lower number are very low. The power of agency. Increase motivation with the faculty to decide. The more you feel a sense of power over the realization of your objective, the more motivating force you will experience. Therefore, cultivate a high level of discipline over your choice so they are constantly aligned with your highest self. Last thing we gotta remember is that motivation is a tool. The emotion can be helpful to push you towards making the right decision. However, a lack of motivation cannot justify or excuse behavior that are contrary to the expression of noble value. Consequently, you are obligated to ensure the mastery of the art that is lasting toward arete, excellence, regardless of how you feel in the present moment. Arete, what it means, it can mean excellent, but a better translation would be being the best version of yourself moment to moment to moment. So let's switch to the highlight of the week. So like I said, I went camping in Burke while my friend were doing enduro and I was doing trail running. So let's do this. So we started with a nice bath just to make sure we recover properly from the big day of training. So that's the view that we had super close to where we were camping. So yeah, here we're making dinner. We bought cans of chili and we were trying to figure out a way to cook it over the fire. So yeah, here I'm saying that the chili is composed of a deer we just killed with mixed with some tomato. Yeah, that's real.
Ça va être esqui. Je sais que je peux vous faire goûter là.
Wow.
Ouais.
Yum.
He said that's very good. So and it was hot, so we were really happy. It took a while, but yeah. So that's the stressing part of it. It's getting out of the thing out of the fire. Maybe the most stressful I've been in a little while.
Oh, non, ça va tomber. Ok, j'aime. Ok. J'ai fort, attends, arrêtez de venir.
Focus.
Oh non!
Focus.
Attends.
The most stoked I was all week for sure.
Dans le fond, check, je vais te montrer la texture. Ouais.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't that good, but
comme ça.
what I'm saying is just that in camping, pretty much everything is good.
En camping, c'est impossible.
Especially after a big day of training and a long day outside. So yeah, we were staying in like no tent, just under the roof. It was amazing. So the moon this year was actually crazy. It was a full moon.
Wow, j'ai jamais vu une lune.
We did a hike without a flashlight. We were able to see everything. So yeah, it was pretty funny.
Whoa, okay.
Like I'm gonna remember it for the rest of my life. So that was the view we had in the morning, close to our encampment. We actually had a bet. The first that woke up needed to make fire for everyone, so we could wake up to the good smell of fire. It was actually Charles that wake up the first, so me and Nick and Vincent could wake up to the beautiful smell of fire. So yeah, we had breakfast, and for breakfast we had some cookie.
Bon,
Yeah.
fait qu'on a Sam qui est en train de préparer un biscuit.
Un peu plus proche, ça.
It's good you're practicing
Puis
your French.
Nick et Adam sont en train de se faire des œufs dans la canne.
So yeah, we were still making eggs just to be sure we didn't die the day after. We lost 3 out of 6, so it was not that much of a good thing, but we tried at least. And that was our way back. So with all our stuff and everything. So that's about it for the highlight of the week. So the album we've been listening to in the background all the time was the new album by Bon Iver, and it's actually the album I listened to the most this week. So it's pretty experimental. Maybe give it like 2 or 3 lessons before you judge it if you like it or not. But I'm telling you, for me, it's maybe my album of the year. I've been only listening to this pretty much since its release. So yeah, try it and tell me what you think. And lastly, it's the book of the week for me. So the book of this week is the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. Actually read this book 2 times now. I just finished it this week again. So yeah, it's the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday, like I said. It's about Stoic philosophy, but it's like written in a way that is really easy to understand, I would say. So each page is a day, and Ryan Holiday just take like a quote from the Stoic and put it in a way that is very like reliable to us in the now, so we can use it to our benefit. And like I said, I'm just in love with this book. I mean, all the pages are like that pretty much, all highlight or just with notes at the bottom. So yeah, I really suggest it. It's a great mix of like philosophy, and it's crazy how like philosophy that is from 200 years can apply so easily, and so it can be that actual to today. So I strongly suggest it. So yeah, that's about it for the first blog. Hope you like it. You can like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you like it. And yeah, I'm gonna release one each week, so you can follow my mental and physical training, and you can take those lessons and be a better athlete yourself. So hope you like it. See you next week.